Troy.
We continue our coverage tonight of the Oregon DMV error that led to the registration of more than 1,200 people in the last 3.5 years who were not eligible to vote. Now on yesterday, lawmakers held a hearing on the issue in Salem where there were some pretty tough questions that lawmakers wanted some answers to. And KEZI 9 News anchor Jennifer Singh joins us live in the studio tonight with more on how that error happened and what Wednesday's hearing was like.
Yeah, Wednesday's hearing was the first time Oregon House representatives heard directly from state officials about how 1,259 non-citizens in Oregon were registered to vote over the last 3.5 years. The director of ODOT and administrator of the DMV, the Secretary of State's chief of staff, and Oregon's election director all presented their side of what happened and what's being done now to prevent this mistake going forward. DMV Administrator Amy Joyce described the mistake as a clerical error yesterday. For context, how the automatic motor voter system works is eligible residents who receive driver's licenses or state ID cards are automatically registered to vote in Oregon. But back in 2021, the state started allowing non-citizens to get licenses, and Joyce said Joyce told lawmakers the mistake happened when the DMV's drop-down menu of documents that people can provide to prove their identity and age defaulted to U.S. passport or U.S. birth certificate. Lawmakers then asked why this wasn't caught sooner and also asked for information about the 9 non-citizens who ended up voting.
Just to be clear, that you didn't have anything set up ahead of time to audit this for these issues.
Chair Bowman and Representative Helfrich, that's correct.
What is being done to ensure that those individuals are not harmed because of actions taken by the government, not by them?
Elections Director Molly Woon says they'll receive what's called a no-fault letter explaining what happened and that it won't be held against them. Now, how did this mistake come to light all of a sudden? Well, according to our sister station in Portland, it was actually a third-party government watchdog group that posted the question to the DMV about its automatic voter registration program. Officials then found DMV workers had mistakenly selected the wrong document for proof of citizenship on those 1,259 people. 46 of them were here in Lane County. The state says it's now taken steps to ensure this doesn't happen again.
The change is that we will be creating a new drop-down menu so that the first thing staff must choose is whether the document that's being presented would prove U.S. citizenship or not prove U.S. citizenship.
They also say a manager in each DMV office is now double-checking every action at the end of every day. The Secretary of State's office has deactivated the voter registration of all of the cases, but the elections director says letters that are being sent to those individuals gives them instructions on how to reactivate their voter registration if they've become a citizen in the time since. Election staff also say the error will not impact the 2024 election results and was not large enough to have impacted any previous elections. Live in the studio, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.